The video that I'm about to show you is how I make my press-on nails. I am not a professional. Everything that I learned is from YouTube University. And because I'm not a professional, do not take my stuff as king. Do your own research. Be safe and have fun. Now on with the video. Hey y'all, like to welcome you guys all back. I am doing my nails. So you've probably seen the TikTok already, probably, not really sure, of me trying to do this particular nail. And then I finally have it. I decided that's going to be the focal point of my nails for this week. And I'm going to do, hold on, let me lay it out for you. I'm going to do this color scheme with the nails because I think it's going to look really good. So I need to get out all of my nails stuff. I'm gonna do this in like fast motion because I'm kind of slow. If you got questions, leave them down below. And I'm probably not gonna put them on today, but I am going to like prep them and get them ready to go today. So let's get started. So first things first, I'm the realist. I have press-on nails. Right now I've been very much into the shorter nails. And I think I'm going to stick to the shorter nails for this. And basically, I just put these nails on the thing. So I don't know what this thing is called. I'm not an expert. So I have this, and I actually don't have any scissors with me right now. So we're just using the nail thing, but we'll do that in a second. So first thing that I do is I don't always remember my nail size. So I do like to actually size them. And you want to make sure that it goes from one side to the other. Like this is super beginner. So two things that I've learned. One, as I'm losing weight, my hands are getting smaller. So I do check my nail size every time I do a set. Also, my nail size kind of varies depending on the shape of the nail, because like the shape of the nail changes the shape of your finger. I don't know how to explain that any better, but always double check before you start. Okay, so I have all my nails picked out, and so what I like to do, honestly, again, I don't have my scissors with me, so we're just using a nail clipper. I'm just gonna cut little strips of this. Need tweezers if I'm going to do this. Actually, let's put it on the bigger one. So then you just peel the paper off and try to center the nail. Pinky nail is usually the one that's not fully centered, but you do what you do. So now your nails are stuck like this, and we're gonna do the same thing to the other side. So I learned that the best way to make sure everything sticks to the press-on nail, you do want to get a nail filer of some sort. I got this one, of course. I got it off Amazon. I'll try to remember to leave a link. And I just kind of rough up the surface. It's gonna go back to a clear color anyway, but giving it some texture so it won't be a completely smooth surface to adhere to is advised. I also kind of smooth out the edges to kind of shape the nail, because otherwise on some of my fingers it makes my fingers look really pudgy. I'm still mastering this technique, so it's not perfect, but it's getting a lot better. Okay, so now you start with a base coat. Even though this is just a press-on nail, you still want to do the basics. So I like to do a press-on nail. I like to do a base gel. Try to go as light as possible because you don't want too much buildup. It will create like a roundness to the nail. Again, I'm still working on this one, but I'm just telling y'all that's something that will happen if your layers are too thick. Thinner layers are better, especially when you're working with gel and UV and stuff like that. So off camera, my little UV lamp is set up and I do the whole hand and then I stick it in there for 60 seconds. And then while that's going, I do the other hand with the same technique. I also recommend that you do the whole nail like I do, and I wipe the edges of the nail off with a paper towel. It's important to take your time. For the nails, I do 2 layers for a lot of them, except the opaque nails. The opaque nails, I actually do 4 layers if I really want them to be a deep color, and 2 if I just want it to be slightly opaque but not too much. But again, go very light with your layers. Take your time, 30 seconds in between each layer. So I'm actually gonna leave this part in slow motion because I need y'all to see that I'm really concentrating. So first you wanna start with the blooming gel. This is the brand of blooming gel that I'm currently using. It's not bad, I don't have any problems with it. This is the first layer of my tortoise shell that I'm using. And then I have a second color for the second layer, but let's just focus on the first layer. So the first thing that you do with blooming gel is that you put a nice even coat on the nail. Like I said, take your time. Thinner layers are better. I know you might want to like pour it on there, but thinner layers is always better. So as soon as you're done with that layer, you want to immediately grab your stencil or whatever you're using and the nail polish. I don't have a thing to put my nail polish in, so I'm literally just opening the cap and doing it this way. But you do what works for you, and you just dot. Now, for me, the first time I tried it, I was literally just dotting. No, you want to make oval shapes. They don't have to be perfect oval shapes. And then I think the sweet spot for this one is like 5 spots. And you kind of want to put one that's kind of centered but slightly off, one a little bit above it, one a little bit below it, and then a top and a bottom. And you play with the shape of how you want it to look. Take your time. With blooming gel, the more that you leave it on there, the more that it will spread, aka bloom. So it doesn't have to be the size that you want it initially. Give it some time, it will spread out. And that's why, if you notice, we did not put it in the UV lamp as soon as we did it. So after you're done getting it to the shape that you want, you can either A, immediately put it in the UV lamp for 30 seconds, or B, you can let it spread a little bit more, which is kind of what I did off camera. I let it spread just a little bit more because I really wanted it. I didn't want so much yellow, but also I wanted the yellow. This is my first time doing it correctly. Well, my second time doing it correctly. So I was really, really happy with that. But yeah, it's blooming gel. So the longer you let it sit without setting it under the UV lamp, the more it will spread. So just keep that in mind, but you still got time. Once you kind of feel it getting kind of sticky and stuff, that's kind of like an indicator like, hey girl, go ahead and stop trying to move this around. But yeah, I did 2 layers because this is just the bottom layer. Okay, so you do another layer of blooming gel on top of that, and you take your second color and put it directly on top of the first color. Take your time, you can still mess up, but it's blooming gel, so you kind of get a little bit of a leeway with that. And again, you can let it sit a little bit and then stick it back underneath for another 30 seconds. Go in with the top coat on all of them, and then you can go ahead and set that in there for 60 seconds, and voila, you got a whole new set, girl. Congratulations. I cannot say this enough. I love my nails. I love my nails so much. They came out so good. like no notes. Like I think I'm getting better and better with each set, I think they're like really eating down. I'm like, yes. Like I think the next one we're going to learn how to do is like gator or like that snake one. That's the next one we're going to do. I don't know if I'm going to combine all of the different nail styles that I've learned or not, but like that's what I plan on doing. So, thank y'all so much for watching. Let me know what else you want to see, and until the next time, guys. Bye.